Let me tell you how I'm going to make it today. So let's get started. We need 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, or you can use just 1 tablespoon if you're using cocoa flavored whipped cream, which is what I'll be using today. So I'll just take 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder because it's quite dark. So I'll mix the packet of chocolate whipped cream with a tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder, half a cup of cornstarch, 1 cup of sugar, 1 packet of vanilla, 1 liter of milk, half a cup whipping cream, which you can leave out if you want. We won't really need it at all. Even if we use whipped cream, whether it's chocolate flavored whipped cream or just regular whipped cream in a standard packet, either one is fine. It's up to you. You can even mix both. Add a pinch of instant coffee. And as I mentioned, the leftover whipped cream I use it as whipped topping. I can also use chocolate whipped cream or plain whipped cream without chocolate so it stays white. That way, I've made a mix between vanilla and chocolate. I'll also add banana on top because the combination of banana with chocolate, whipped cream, and grated chocolate gives a really rich flavor to a dish that can be simple and nice. The first thing I'll do is put everything together. Here's the milk. And here's the sugar. And what else do I need? I need vanilla and starch. I'll add the starch right away. It's possible to add all these ingredients and mix some water with the milk just to lighten it a bit and make a larger quantity by adding some water. Yes, that works. Let's do it that way. Add a bit of water. That's what we're going to do. We've added whipped cream. We've added cream. I've added heavy cream. So you see, the mixture is going to be rich. It won't be bad at all. I added the starch. The most important thing is to add it first with the cold milk and the sugar, and then taste the sugar to see how it is. And as we agreed, milk and dairy products in general require less sugar than usual. It's not like cake absorbs a lot of sugar. You wouldn't feel strange putting a cup or a cup and a half of sugar in a cake. That's normal and acceptable. But here, if you add even a little extra sugar, it becomes obvious right away because it doesn't absorb much. So that's why I didn't add all the sugar. I want to taste it. And if we're going to add cream or even a 1/4 cup of cream if you have it, that would work. We can use whipped cream as we agreed, either flavored or plain. If it's plain, it gives us that richness. If it's plain, meaning not strawberry, not chocolate, just vanilla, it still gives us richness and a nice flavor vanilla and that rich taste, which is delicious. And if it's chocolate, like the one we're going to use, it will give us the color and richness of chocolate. And at the same time, the same creamy idea and the richness of regular whipped cream. Let's add it and see how the color turns out. How much cocoa you need depends on your taste. You can add more cocoa if you like or not. If you like it lighter, you might not add more cocoa. And for you, this color would be perfect. If you like it a bit darker and want a stronger chocolate flavor, you can add more. I'm not going to add too much, just a level spoonful of cocoa so it doesn't get too dark. And of course, instant coffee will definitely enhance the flavor and taste. I also have some grated chocolate and I want to add a bit so I can make the mix exactly the way I want it. This way, I'm making an amazing, amazing pudding and it's all chocolate. But as you can see, look, the color isn't too dark. We didn't make it black. Everything was added thoughtfully so I can taste every ingredient. The taste of the cream, the chocolate, the coffee, and the freshly grated chocolate gives it a completely different and amazing flavor. You can also add a spoonful of butter at the end if you want it to be even richer. If you're not adding cream and you still want to give it that nice richness, just add a spoonful of butter. I want to taste it. It's absolutely amazing. And the sweetness is just right because I didn't add all the sugar, taking into account the extra ingredients I put in. We don't want the pudding or muhalabia to get too thick because you have to remember that when it cools down and goes in the fridge, it becomes annoyingly thick. No, you want it to have that stretchy texture too, okay? So we need to keep that stretchiness in mind, especially with chocolate desserts. This is just perfect. It looks light, but it's not actually light. Let's get a ladle and start serving. Let's go. Let's go. Now we're all set. It looks light, but it's not light at all. Once it cools down, it'll form a crust on top and turn out amazing, fantastic, everything. And then we do this with a light, delicate sprinkle of rich chocolate. As we previously agreed, I can, for example, carefully add some fresh banana like this. And then put that on top. It's really delicious with banana, really. Grate some chocolate underneath like this and cover it completely. Bananas turn brown, so we always have to cover them in desserts where we need to use banana. And then we start, and another sprinkle of chocolate for decoration. That's it. Let's go now then.